Hi, everyone. My name is Mike Ropp. Thank you for joining me. I'm really excited to share with you guys Herbalife Nutrition's marketing plan, and more specifically, how we actually make money with Herbalife. So whether you're a brand new distributor, just learning the marketing plan, you want to use this video as a tool to, take notes, really learn the marketing plan inside and out, or maybe you're just checking out, maybe you're interested to know how, an Herbalife distributor makes money and someone sent you this. Either way, this is going to be a great tool for you, and you can watch it numerous times if you need to. It's a very simple marketing plan, but let's jump right into it. Okay, so with Herbalife Nutrition, the marketing plan, we get paid 7 different ways, which is really cool. For me, it was unique when it was introduced to me because previous to Herbalife, I only had one stream of income, and that was my job. And so I got a paycheck the 1st and the 15th of the month. When I ran out of money, I had to wait for my next paycheck. So I had one stream of income. When I became an Herbalife distributor, I had the opportunity to tap into 7 streams of income. I'm going to share with you guys those 7 streams and how that works. Okay. So the first one is called retail profits. We're all familiar with retail profits and how that works. You go into, let's say, a grocery store or a retail store, you purchase products, or maybe you go somewhere and you purchase a service. The person providing that product or service to you receives money and gets retail profits in return. So that's retail sales. We all know how that works. But let me explain how it works with Herbalife. So when you first get started as a brand new distributor, you'll actually start at 25% retail profit, which is absolutely incredible. With Herbalife, you get paid off of what's called the earn base. Since we do business internationally in over 90 countries around the world, you get paid off earn base. So but it equals to about every $100 worth of sales, you get to keep about $25 of that. So really, really cool. And that's just getting started. When you do about $500 in sales within a 1 to 2 month period, or 500 volume points, you'll actually move up to 35% retail profit. So for that same $100 in sales, you'll actually now get to keep $35 of that. And then for about $1,000 in sales in a 1 to 2 month period, or 1,000 volume points, you'll move up to 42%. And then when you do about $2,000 in sales within a 1 to 2 month period, or 2,000, what we call volume points, you'll actually move up to 50% retail profit, which is absolutely incredible. So for that same $100 sale in products, you get to keep $50, which is really amazing. If you think about, if you can really grasp how big of a deal 50% retail profit is, let's just say you worked at a retail store like JCPenney's, and when you cashed out a customer, and let's say they sold or they purchased $200 worth of clothing, what if you got to keep $100 of that as an employee there? That'd be pretty awesome, right? Well, you have that opportunity with just retail profit with Herbalife Nutrition. So this is taking care of customers, helping them get products and that kind of thing. So retail sales, number one, that's the first way we earn income. The second way we earn income is what's called wholesale. So wholesale is a check that you get from Herbalife on the 15th of every month. And that's based off of your sales from your preferred members, which is basically like your VIP customers. With retail, the customer will receive the product either directly from you or directly from your personal website. That's free, by the way, that Herbalife helps you set up. And then when they purchase on your website, it's automatically deposited in your account. Your retail profits are. With wholesale, your preferred members or VIP customers, or the distributors on your multi-level marketing team, you'll receive a check from Herbalife based off of the product volume or the earn base from all of that. So now your preferred members, your VIP customers, and your distributors, they go directly to Herbalife's website and they get their products directly from Herbalife, but they get a discount on those products, and then Herbalife sends you a wholesale check once a month. So you can make 25% wholesale, 15% wholesale, 8% wholesale, all the way up to 0%. I'll explain how that works. Okay. So in this scenario, let's say this is you. Say you've been in business for a couple months and you're at that 50% retail profit level. Okay. So your first way of making income, every time you sell product, you earn 50% retail. But let's say you sponsored Tom, who, let's say he's a good friend of yours and he wants to become a distributor, and he starts at that 25% level, just like you did. But Herbalife always pays out 50%. So because Tom's at 25% and you're at 50%, Herbalife's going to send you a wholesale check, 25% of Tom's sales and volume. Okay. And then, so that's 25% wholesale profit. If you look at, let's say Bill's been in business for a month or so, and he's at the 35% level, Again, Herbalife's going to pay 50%. So you will receive a wholesale check of 15% of Bill's product volume and sales, okay? And then let's say Bob's been in business for a couple of months. He's at 42%, and you'll receive a wholesale check from Herbalife, 8% of Bob's volume and sales. So you'll actually just receive one check from Herbalife. It's all combined into one. And so you can see as distributors on your marketing team move up the marketing plan, percentage-wise, your wholesale profit goes down. But that's not necessarily the case because Bob is creating a lot more product volume in his marketing organization than Tom is. So though the percentage goes down, that doesn't mean your income is going down. It's a smaller percentage of a much larger volume. But as people move all the way up to that 50% level where you are, you'll move into what's called now royalties, which is absolutely incredible. So the incentive to help distributors move all the way up to the marketing plan to the 50% level like you are is huge, because rather than making wholesale like you were previously, because if you remember here, you make the difference. If someone on your marketing team is at 50%, there's no difference between 50% and 50%, and Herbalife pays 50%. So there's no wholesale check there. Now you're at royalty. So royalties gives you the opportunity to earn money from previous work, basically. So a great example of that would be Elvis Presley. He's been dead for years and years, yet his estate continues to make a ton of money, which is basically the work he did years ago. His estate still profits from that. More specifically, a personal example, my wife and I, we started our Herbalife nutrition business out in Salina, Kansas, 4 years ago, and now we live in Ohio, and we still get a royalty check every month from Herbalife from the work that we did in Salina over the past 4 years. And that royalty check continues to go up as long as it continues to grow out there. But that's how royalties work, which is really cool. So let me break it down for you real quick. So royalties, you get paid 5%, 3 levels deep on your multi-level marketing organization. And the amazing thing about that is you can sponsor as many distributors as you want. There is absolutely no cap on that. So that means there's no cap on your income either. So as many people as you sponsor, you'll earn 5% royalty 3 levels deep. Let me explain how that works. Here you are at 50%, just like in the last example. But in this case, Tom, who you sponsored, is at 50%. And let's just, to keep things easy with whole numbers and percentages, let's just say Tom did 10,000 volume points or about $10,000 in sales. And then because royalty is 5%, you'll actually get a royalty check of $500 based off of Tom's volume, okay? That's how the royalty works. But because you get paid 3 levels deep, let's say Tom sponsored Liz. And you may not even have known Liz previously, but in this case, Liz, you and Tom have helped her move all the way up to that 50% level as well. And let's say Liz does $10,000 in sales or 10,000 volume points. You'll earn, because you get paid 3 levels deep, you'll earn $500 off of Tom in royalty, but you also make $500 off of Liz in royalty. But what's really cool now is because Tom also gets paid 3 levels deep, he'll now make $500 royalty based off of Liz's. So really cool. And Liz is making 50% retail profit. She's developing her own marketing team. She's getting wholesale profits. And let's just say she sponsors Bob, who Bob is then out at the 50% level. Bob produces $10,000 in sales or volume points. And now, remember, you get paid 5%, 3 levels deep. You now make a $500 royalty off of Tom, Liz, and now Bob. And then Tom also gets paid 3 levels deep. Tom is now getting a royalty from Liz and Bob and their volume and their organization. And now Liz, who sponsored Bob, also gets a $500 royalty check off of Bob's volume. Pretty awesome. So let's take it 4 levels deep, because remember, you get paid 5%, 3 levels deep. So let's say Kate is at 50%. She does 10,000 in sales or volume points. You will not make a royalty off of Kate in this scenario because you only get paid 4 levels deep. Now, Tom gets paid 3 levels, so he earns another $500. Liz, Bob, and Kate. Liz now makes $500 royalty off of Kate, and Bob makes a $500 royalty off of Kate. So really awesome. There is a concept called roll-ups. So in order to qualify for your 5% royalty, you just have to simply do 2,500 volume points. In this scenario here, we're doing 10,000. You just have to do 2,500 to qualify for your 5% royalty. There is a thing called roll-ups. Definitely get with your coach on that and how that works. But basically, if you don't produce that 2,500, Herbalife is always going to pay 5% royalty, and that'll roll up to the next person in line. So in this scenario, let's say Bob decided he didn't do his 2,500, so he does not earn 5% off of Kate. Well, Liz and Tom have already earned their 5%. So Herbalife always pays out 5% 3 levels deep. So that would actually roll all the way up to you. So that's why it's really important to continue producing 2,500 in sales or volume points so you can qualify for your royalty. Okay. Okay, so that's royalties and how that works. Next, we're going to get into production bonuses. So if you remember, royalties were 5% 3 levels deep. Production bonuses are infinity levels deep. So no matter how deep your multi-level marketing team goes, you have the opportunity to make a production bonus on every single level, which is really cool. But you have to reach a certain level in the marketing plan to start qualifying for the production bonuses. So what we call the global expansion team, which is about 20,000 organizational volume or sales. You do that 3 months in a row, you're the global expansion team. You will get it now start qualifying for a 2% infinity bonus. Now, what's really cool is a production bonus comes on the 20th of every month. So your wholesale and royalty check is combined in one check from Herbalife on the 15th. Once you start earning the production bonus, you'll get a second check from Herbalife on the 20th for your bonus. So what that looks like, remember we talked about in order to earn a royalty, you want to produce 2,500 volume points or $2,500 in sales approximately. So it's just simply 8 people in your organization doing that. And that'll qualify you a global expansion team for that 2% infinity production bonus. So the next level is what we call millionaire team, which is 80,000 organizational volume. And that is a 4% infinity bonus. So what's really awesome, guys, remember your royalty is 5% 3 levels deep. And then your production is infinity levels deep. So as a millionaire team member, let's just look at that for example. You're earning 5% royalty in your first 3 levels, but now you get your production bonus. So you're actually going to make 9% on your first 3 levels and 4% for every level underneath that, below there. Okay, so really cool. And that's simply 32 people doing that 2,500, just so you can kind of see what that looks like. And then the last one is the president's teams, the top 1% of Herbalife earners, and that's 200,000 organizational volume or about 200,000 sales in a month. Do that 3 months in a row, you're a fully qualified president's team member, and now you earn a 6% production bonus, which is really awesome. So now in your first 3 levels, you're making 11% combined royalty and production bonus, and then 6% production bonus for every level below that. So really cool. And that's just simply 80 people doing that 2,500 like we've been talking about. So for instance, Columbus, Ohio is the closest larger city near me. There's about 1 million people there. Certainly there's 80 people in that community that would like to earn some extra income and can produce 2,500 volume. So that's the 4th way we earn income, and that's production bonus. So let's talk about promotions. So Herbalife is always launching different promotions for the distributors. One example of that is when you qualify right now as Active World Team, which is a level in a marketing plan, you get an extra $500 bonus check. And that's a promotion that they run. That's just an example of one. They're always launching new promotions. So that's a way you can make more income. Another way is fully paid vacations. This is once a year, you can qualify for a free vacation, and literally they deposit money into your account to go purchase your flight. Your hotel is taken care of, all your food's taken care of. It's completely inclusive. It doesn't cost you a dime to go. So that's a way of creating income because that's still money in your pocket. If you're gone for 4 days and it would have cost you, $3,000 to go on that vacation, well, essentially you've made $3,000 extra that year because you didn't have to pay for it. So that's a way of creating income as well. In 2020, there's a big group of people going to the Bahamas that earned their way to that free vacation for the work they did in 2019. It's going to be absolutely incredible. They have one of these every year, but it's just one example. And they go somewhere different every year too. But it's an example of a free vacation. And the seventh way, guys, is called the 1% Mark Hughes Bonus Awards. And the way you qualify and start earning money in that is when you become that president's team member that we talked about, and then help one other person reach that level as well. Now you can qualify to earn in the 1% Mark Hughes Bonus Award, which is a huge celebration Herbalife Nutrition does once a year, where they pay out a ton of money in bonuses, and you can be a part of that and earn that as well. So those are the 7 ways we create income, which is, again, retail profit, wholesale profits, royalties, production bonus, promotions, vacations, and the 1% Mark Hughes Bonus Awards. You have the opportunity to tap into every one of those streams of income, and it is open to you. So I hope that was able to clarify how we make money with Herbalife. And guys, thank you for letting me share that with you, and have a wonderful day.